going on, everyone? Every morning, just fine until I hit that record button, and then there comes a yawn. It happens every time, seems like. Well, as anyone who has been watching knows, it was one heck of a stormy day yesterday and last night. I think it finally quit storming about right around midnight, right about the time I was getting ready to, snooze out for the night. You hear all kind of stuff, up there in the woods, like crashing around last night, like branches falling and stuff like that. Did have a good night's sleep, though. Pretty good, anyhow. Only tossed around a couple times, I guess. So, it is 7:51. I'm going to use a little bit of artificial lighting in here this morning, just make it light enough where, I could actually be seen. I guess I'm going to get out of here shortly, go get the coffee going, have the oats, head down there to the lake. See if I can maybe catch some bluegills this morning. Yesterday did not work out so well. Worked out pretty good for those two little bluegills I had to put back, though. Well, let's get something out of the oats bag. See if I can even find it. I've got my jacket in there in the bag on top of everything, so where's it at, by God? Oh, there it is. All right, there's only two kinds left in here. This morning I am having the apples and cinnamon because I had the maple and brown sugar yesterday. Yeah, so now I have two apple cinnamon and two maple and brown sugar left in this bag, and then I do have the other one. They must not put as many of that cinnamon spice in the package when you get it. Otherwise there would be, some of them left as well. All right, people. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, yeah, last night I actually got two, about 1.5 episodes again of Sopranos watched. First one I watched, right after I had my dinner. And that one was fine. But then the one, right after red light video, it didn't take me long, and I started getting tired there, All right, for real, I think that is it this time. I'm going to get out of here, and I will see everyone here shortly for breakfast time. All right, everyone, it is breakfast and coffee time. Definitely been looking forward to this ever since I got up and finally got myself out of that tent. And let's get the show on the road here. Not have everything out and super organized this morning, but that's just the way it is sometimes. The oldie breakfast bowl. I think I will use the lid today. Hope everyone is doing all right. Got day 16 here in the woods. And as soon as we get done with this breakfast, and I sit around and have my coffee for a little bit, as I said in the wake up video, or the good morning video, y'all know what time it is. Bluegill fishing time. That's right. I will get in at least a couple hours of bluegill fishing today. I will bring y'all along for said bluegill fishing. Don't mean I'll catch anything, but then again, maybe have a good day of it, or a good couple hours of it at least, and catch some gills. All right, where's my strawberries at, people? What'd y'all do with them? Hey now, I just had my strawberries. I just saw them. Matter of fact, I thought I had them in my hand. What? You know? How is that possible there? I will eat my breakfast without the strawberries if I can't find them. I ain't messing around here. Huh, that's a good one. Did y'all see what I did with them? I know I had them. Alright, well, the heck with that. I know there were strawberries out here. I know it for a fact. I just had them in my hand. That's it. Wiped mud on myself from the rain last night. So, I'm sure I will find them strawberries later. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get in the dry bag. And I'm going to get me out another pack of strawberries. Booyah! Ready to go. Let's set them right there. Can't believe that pack of strawberries disappeared. I just really can't believe it. Especially when I just had it right here. I thought, man, them's gonna be good in my breakfast. And what happens? They get gone. Oh man, come on. Wiping mud on everything this morning. Yesterday was something. That's all I know. Keep my knife here. All right. Yeah, cold as this weather is out here, or as chilly as it is today, weather stays like this, old Island Rob won't be having no more baths, I'll tell you that. It is entirely too chilly. I will just have to be stinky. That's just the way it'll be. Gonna have to get used to that for next year's big expedition to New Orleans anyways. Probably be a lot of days, you know, in a row where baths or showers are not available. Might run into a river angel here and there, as they call them. People along the rivers who help travelers in their journeys, you know. Might let them throw up their tent in their yard for the night, or use some of their power supply to charge up a power bank, or have a shower, for instance. I do know the river angels are out there, and lots of them. We will see how that adventure goes. All right, where's my water, people? You all do not have anything organized this morning at all. It's not right. Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right, a little bit more water in there, people. All right. Stir that up a little bit there. Sure, all of the strawberries and stuff are in the pool, so they get to rehydrating right nice. Actually, if I would have thought about it, I always forget that. I'm having the apples and cinnamon. It already had fruit in it, but don't hurt to have extra, I reckon. Just set my spoon right there. Close that up, just because of bugs, as always. All right, now on to the best part. Well, not the best part, but a definitely important part. It is coffee time. And will we be tempting the fate again this morning? It does sound like there's a little fuel left in here. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Why is this not going in? There we go. No. All right, what's up? What's a hopping in here? Something funny's going on, people. The way I have been putting this together. Oh, there we go, finally. I think. Yeah. It was not cooperating at all. Would not go together. Alright, let's get us some water in there. I do have the other tank of gas at hand right here for if this one does not give me a boil. Alright, looks like I had a little speck of goulash left in there from last night. Try to get it cleaned out as good as I can whenever I eat a dinner or food, but ain't no sink full of water out here, nor dishwashing liquid or anything like that. That does not need to go on the ground. What am I doing there? Alright, let's try firing this bad lad up, see what happens. Alright, we have ignition, we have heat. See if there's enough gas left to do the trick. A little bit of water left in my Nalgene here. I'm just going to go ahead and drink that. That will work. Might as well just set that out of the way. I know I keep talking about it. I so wish y'all could have been here yesterday for the stormy weather. It was a show in itself, without a doubt. Five gills. Boom, count them, 5. That's what I want. And that would be of the smaller gills. Caught 3 nice shell crackers, that would be plenty. Or, you know, a couple caught crappies and a shell cracker or whatever. A lot of times them crappies, you know, you only need one good crappie and you got a fish fry. At least for one person with no props. I'll turn this up some. I want to get to fishing sometime this morning before Ohio Chris shows up here, which I know he will. His last day is tomorrow, I think. So got to get that fishing in or some squirrel hunting, but as usual, I am leaning towards the bluegills. Hope y'all can hear me all right. Never can tell until, you know, I get home and review stuff. Bought a nice little set of wireless mics. Have not used them one time. Hope I do not regret that. Only reason I have not used them is I'm not really sure how to set the camera itself for the mics to be sure I don't royally screw up the sound, you know. And out here, can't do any Google foo and check on it or anything like that. It brings me back to the expedition next year. That will be one good thing. Most of the time, I would say 80 or 85% of the time, we'll have service out there. We need to call someone, you know, we're good to go. If I want to call my wife and talk to her, little video chat or whatever, we'll be able to do all that most of the time. But there are still a lot of wild areas along the Ohio and the Mississippi, so we shall see. It'll definitely be better than here because I never have any service here. We'll get my coffee cup ready. I probably ought to wipe this coffee cup out sometime in the near future. Got a bad habit of doing that with coffee cups, not wiping them out. Matter of fact, while I'm waiting, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. Why not? Don't do it now, might not do it, you know. I think this is only about the second time I've wiped it out real good since I've been here. All goes in it as coffee. And I dump it out every morning, you know, when I get done with my coffee. So that way it ain't growing nothing in there or anything like that. Well, we're almost done with that boil there. I can't believe still yet another boil coming out of that tank. And it sounds like there's hardly nothing in there. Been sounding that way for days now. I am pleased with the jet boil, without a doubt. Come on now, it's starting to bubble pretty good, but just need the water just to start to move. Like I say, probably just about every morning. Then I'm shutting her down. Ooh yeah, got some good steamy water going on. Soon to be steamy coffee. Yep, once again, I kind of hear that gas on that stove getting a little bit quieter, like it's about to quit. But that's what I thought the other day. There we go. We have some moving water. That is good enough for old Rob. Don't feel like scalding my lips off anyhow. I think there's a little hair like floating around in my water there. I've been trying to get it, but I do not know that I have got it for sure. It's untelling all the little bugs and stuff like that I probably eat and drink out here and don't even know it. Would not be surprised, y'all. Not at all. Well, I think I left my other spoon in the tent last night from having my dinner indoors there. If you want to call that indoors. So this is a different spoon. I'm not sure. I reckon 2 spoons will be enough. Probably about the same size, I guess. I don't know. That's what we're rolling with, y'all. 2 spoons of coffee this morning. This little spoon here has got a lot of use in the last, 2 years. Last year's Adventure for a Cure and this one. And today it's getting double duty as my coffee spoon and my food spoon. All right, let's get us a coffee pour going on. Get this lid put on there so as to not spill it on myself. Let me set that spoon down for a minute. All right, let's see here. All right, got it off there without incident. Have not torqued myself up yet or nothing like that. This is good. Quick pour. All right. In like Flynn, people. How hot is that? A little warm. Just don't want to melt nothing that I sit it on like my Sportsman's case there. Maybe that old bag. Maybe that'd be alright. I don't know. I reckon that I have to do, y'all. Oh man. Wow. Let's check on these oats. The strawberries, they seem to rehydrate a lot faster than any of the other fruits. Still might take them a little bit, but hey, that's all right. Yeah, they're still a little not rehydrated yet, but that's all right. They will have a bite. Yeah, I think all right, just like that. They sure do change it up, I'll tell you that. All right, one more bite, and I guess I'm gonna let y'all go. Breakfast and coffee is done, yo. Wow. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine just like that. Does not need any more time to rehydrate anymore. Perfect. All right, I guess I will, well, I have never showed any of y'all to the breakfast, I don't think. See if you can see it, I don't know. Let me tilt the camera there. That's a little better, I guess. All right, good enough. Enough messing around. And anyhow, I will catch everyone after a while. Will not be very long at all now. Fishing time. All right, what is going on, everyone? You know what time it is. It is bluegill fishing time. Day 16 here in the woods. I have brought the solar Jenny down here, got it plugged up. Try to gather a little bit of sun on this super overcast day. It was only picking up about 5 or 6 watts when I checked it just a minute ago. But what can you do? You know, 5 or 6 watts is better than 0 watts, I would reckon. And guess that will be that. I did bring down the pump soap this time. Regular old hand soap. Got a easy to press little nozzle on it there. Make it easier for me to wash my hands. I do not think I'm going to mess with the goo soap anymore. It just ain't right. You know, well, just have to let it go. Like I said before, I'm going to work on some waterless soap for next time. I do know they make such a thing, so that would be the idea right there. All right, let's get us a night crawler and make this first cast. All right, he is a fat little night crawler, people. Fat. Maybe he will produce a bluegill for us and work my way towards a fish fry. I'm ready for some bluegill. Didn't get none last night. Yeehaw, people, here we go. First cast of the day. Gonna try to put it right out there in the bluegill hole. I moved down a little bit closer to the canoe in case you can't tell. I don't know whether you can or not, but definitely closer than yesterday. Because right out there is the bluegill hole, and I want to be right in front of the bluegill hole. All right, it is on the bottom. I'll reel up a little bit of slack. Ooh, we have a run, or we had a run. Daggone it, I hate when that happens. Just trying to reel up the slack. They kind of nail it and then they drop it. Which we all know what that means, most likely. My night crawler is gone. And I have kind of lucked out. Oh, maybe it's not gone. Y'all remember the story. Oh, got something here. Don't know what, but something. We'll take it. Ooh, he's got some pull to him. I'll be sure he ain't gonna break my line, whatever he is. Be nice if he was a big old monster bluegill. Somehow I don't think he is though. I think he's some kind of little bass. Or maybe I'm wrong. He's kind of pulling like a catfish. I can't tell. I just realized that is something I forgot up to camp is my pliers. Now he is a little bass. Just a little guy too. All right, let me rinse my hands off here. How you like them apples, people? Another nice little bass, 2 days in a row, a nice bass. All right, everyone, how you like them apples? Nice little bass this morning, just like yesterday morning. Makes me think that is the time if you're wanting to maybe catch a bass. But nonetheless, we are after gills. Let me have a vape here. I had to run back up to camp. Yep, I had to run back up there and get them needle nose of mine. Can't believe I forgot them. It seems like I almost always forget something up to camp, and then I got to go for a hike, you know? It's the way it is. But I'm gonna have me one more vape here, and then we're gonna go get a night crawler, and we're gonna get back trying to bust a couple gills into the basket, you know? All right, that is that. I can vape more later. I'm gonna leave my pole right here with y'all for a minute, and I am going to lose this jacket. It's feast or famine. It was kind of cool without it earlier, but now I'm definitely too warm. Of course, I do have long handles on underneath this t-shirt, as everyone can see. So we're just gonna throw that jacket right there. Nah, maybe I better take it over by the canoe. I gotta go over and get a night crawler anyhow, so that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. That's a good spot. Now, get us out a crawler. Y'all think that's a good idea? I indeed do myself. Here's something I will say is funny. Bass do not stink like bluegills. I had that bass all in my hands and holding him and trying to take pictures with him, all that, which was a chore, by the way. For some reason, my camera would not cooperate. I finally did get one, but anyhow, I was holding that bass and everything, and hands didn't stink afterwards. All I had to do was rinse them off, and they smelled just fine. That's kind of strange. Why one fish will stink so bad, and another one does not. Let me rinse my hands off here. Ooh, look at that, some worm dirt on there, man. All right, hold on. Wish I had a better way of doing that with the hands, but I do not. Cast number 2. Let's see if this produces anything. Right out there in the bluegill hole. If that bass stuff keeps up, I might have to change it to the bass hole. What? Oh, swing, bada, swing. No dice, my crawler is flat gone. Whatever that was, he grabbed it and he was running it right good. I mean, He was trucking. Can't believe I didn't get him. The way it goes, I guess. Time for another crawler. Yeah, I am not normally a morning person. Not as early as I have got up yesterday and today, but it works out twofold because I get to come down and do some bluegill fishing to try to get me some table fare, but yet I get to bring you all along for the fishing, which is, to me, that's the main point of it right there. So anyhow, let's get back to bluegill fishing. Not quite where I wanted it, but it's all right. Let it sink a second. If the fish will give it time to do that, and then I will reel up some of the slack. And no, they're not going to give it time. Something is nailing it. Got a little something here. I don't know what. I hope it's a gill. Indeed it is. He is about the size I was catching yesterday. But that is all right. What do I do with my pliers now? Oh, here they are. So now I'm going to have to do a hand wash. I will keep him for now. Hold on a second here. Anyhow, I will keep him for now and put him in the basket. I would need about 6 more at least, or maybe 5 more of guys this size. He's so small I can't even hardly lip him. There you go. He's just a little guy. But believe it or not, there is a couple of nice little fillets on him, so he'll go in the basket. I'm just going to have more. Let me do that right now and get my hands washed up. There is that. Now, a little tiny bit of soap here. Right. Night crawler time. Yeehaw, people. Old Island Rob will take that gill. Oh, there's a little bit of worm on there. I should have just tried using it. I'm gonna set him right there for a minute. And let's see what we can do with this little piece of worm. Do not know whether I should even fool with this little piece of worm or not, but I'm going to. Oh, there he is. Just for the waste not, want not factor. Being out here in the middle of nowhere, I cannot just jet over somewhere and get me some more crawlers. I would have to take a rather lengthy canoe trip, which I'm not really on, you know? All right. Got to keep an eye on my one brand new crawler laying there on the rocks. I don't want him to get gone or anything. All right. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. My line hung up. Wonder if I slung my crawler off. No, he's still on there, surprisingly. Let's try it again. That's more better. That's out there, the bluegill hole, aka the bass hole or whatever. That sounds very close to a bad word, don't it? Something's messing with it, people. Didn't even get to reel up the slack. We'll push the button back up a couple steps. See what we got going on here, or try to. There's a little one down there, you know, little bluegill or something messing with it. Oh man, we got to try to eat that, you know. All right, I guess since something did run off with that right quick, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back in. I was hung up in the milfoil there, I think. Yeah, that crawler's gone. It's all right. We got another one right here ready to roll. I think too, when I go back to the night crawler bucket again, I think I'm gonna move it down here closer. It's not really very far away. I bet it's only 8 feet away, but I had to use that 22mm lens there today because of the low light situation out here. All right, let's get Mr. Crawler. Where's he at? Oh, he's trying to get away. Look at him. He's done found a way to dig himself into the rocks. It's like, dude, you don't want to stay there anyways once this place floods. All right, new crawler is in process here. All right, hands are rinsed off. Here we go, people. Bluegill hole, roll up the line real quick. Now push the button. On the bottom, and we have a hit. There is some hungry fish out there this morning, I know that. Oh, boy, I sure still can't get them very good. I guess they have to be of the right size. They're grabbing the worm in the middle or something and running with it. And then of course you go to set the hook and all it does is pull your night crawler clean off there and no fish. The way it goes. I do got to keep an eye on the time for this. I don't want it just up and stopping. And if it was to do that, that would be because the battery died. So otherwise I will put a proper ending to each little clip if I can. Night crawler time. Down here a little bit closer. I reckon it will probably be out of frame now, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Oh, and I was talking about kind of lucked out with old Ohio Chris showing up down here. Met him first time last year. Joey Rager and myself met him. Let me rinse my hands off. I don't know whether I really need to say rinsing off my hands every time I do or washing my hands, but I just like to do that because if I'm out of frame, I would like people to know why I'm out of frame. All right. Let's give it a cast. That's a little bit closer than what I wanted, but that's all right. We'll give it a shot. Never can tell. Could be a gill sitting right there looking at it right now. I think I see a little turtle moving around down there. Yeah, I do. Wow, that's something, I'll tell you what. Because I let them tighten the line all the way up. And when I go to set the hook, there's just nothing there. I was talking about earlier, there's got to be little tiny guys out there. It's just got to be. But that's all right. That is all right. I think it's cool enough right now. I'm just going to leave that lid open on that worm bucket instead of having to open it every time. All right, here we go again. Oh, wow. Thought I could pull it off that time and just be ready and set the hook as soon as they struck it, which normally, other years, I have been able to do that just fine. Not this time, because he was on it. I done had most of the slack reeled up, I think, and everything. What can you do? Like I always say, what can you do, you know? All you can do is get another crawler out. Yeah. Right. One little baby gill in the basket. That just ain't gonna work. Right, to actually let it get to the bottom this time. Oh, I felt him that time at least. Wow. Robbing me blind. Island Rob is getting robbed. Wow. At this rate, it looks like I may be getting in the dry bag again. Of course, I do have another can of Spam up there, and I've also got a whole bunch of cheese, so I could have me a grilled cheese tonight with some vegetables. That'd be a right good dinner. I'd rather have bluegills though. That's why I'm gonna keep trying. No, if that is way too close, I'm not having that. That's just out. Something is interfering with my reeling. Oh, I see. That little blue tip on there. That's for at nighttime. You can stick a little tiny glow stick in there, and that way you can see your rod tip when you're catfishing. I have some of them for next year on the big trip. So I am taking one catfish pole and one regular pole. Only get the fish probably a few hours in the nighttime, you know, when we set up camp. It'll be all right though. That'll be all right. I can handle that. All right, I did get some of the slack reeled up. I don't know though. That seems to mean nothing now. They are messing with it already. Tried to set the hook easier, like maybe I'm just pulling it right out of their mouth or something, but that did not seem to do the trick. Hey, I got my crawler back. And you know I will always take that. That'd be a good one there for an adventure. Seems like I read a book one time about fried worms, you know, night crawlers or whatever. Ooh, I don't know whether I could manage that or not though. I can eat some crickets and stuff like that. I just don't know about night crawlers, even if they was fried up and right tasty and all that. Unless I had to. Nothing. Swing, night crawler, swing, night crawler. Oh, still got the night crawler back. Yeah, that's something funny going on. Oh, he bit the very tail off of the night crawler, whatever that was out there. He lucked out, I think. All right. This split shot needs to come up just a little bit. Kind of time we running on, people. Y'all are not keeping me informed of the time. 22 minutes, 23 minutes now. I've got enough time for a couple more casts. All right, we're on the bottom. How long is it going to take? There it is. Ooh, got something. He feels bigger than a bluegill. Yeah, he is definitely bigger than a bluegill. Boy, he's got some good pull to him, whatever he is. Again, he's pulling like a catfish, but I don't know. Do not know, people. What do I do with my pliers? I've got them. Just need to get them out of my pocket, people. This a catfish this time? Sort of. He's fighting like a catfish. Man, I want a bluegill. I don't want all this other stuff. Oh, indeed, it is a cat. He ain't huge by any means. I mean, that would be my fish fry right there. I wish I had a stringer. See, I don't have a stringer neither. I just now thought about that. Guess when Ohio Chris runs me across the way, I guess I'm gonna have to get a stringer. This guy here, he looks like he might be about the size that I would eat. But again, no stringer. Ain't nothing I can do about that unless I stop fishing right now and went and cleaned him, which I don't want to do. Also wish I had my net down here, but it's got them holes in it. Ooh, he's about in, people. It's good. He is hooked right in the mouth too. He did not swallow the hooks. Oh, he come off. No, you don't, dude. Just hang tight for just a second. I will let you go in just a minute, I promise. Right there he is. Nice little cat. Whoa. I will be back shortly with some more fishing.